These are 5 hilarious, heartfelt, emotional, true stories, and provoking movies you'll love to watch on your next RVing or road trip. Hi, Weekend Warrior family, or if you're new here, I'm Randy, and I help you make big memories in small campers because weekends are just too short. And these movies are in no particular order, so be sure to watch till the end because I don't want you to miss out on a goodie. So grab some popcorn and let's get started with a popular comedy movie titled RV. This movie had me laughing out loud. It's a corny movie about the Monroes, a dysfunctional family that rents an RV for a road trip. It's packed with RV humor and how not to RV. Okay, big confession here. This scene, as crazy as it looks, brought back a real-life RV memory for me. The father takes a road he shouldn't have, and it leads him up a mountainside where no RV belongs. Yes, this really happened to me. You will have to watch the movie to find out how he gets off the mountain, and I'll leave a link in the video description below to my crazy RVing mountain experience. The movie Into the Wild is packed with outdoor adventures and touching moments. It's also a movie that shows us what it might look like to purposely be homeless and live off the land. It's a powerful and tragic story about Christopher McCandless, a young man who gives his entire savings to charity and hitchhikes to Alaska to live in the wilderness. I've often wondered, what would it be like to walk away from civilization? And man, would it ever be hard. During part of his time in the Alaskan forest, he stumbles upon a bus that he calls the Magic Bus, and he ends up spending 114 days living in it. Here's an interesting fact. In June of 2020, the Magic Bus he lived in was airlifted out due to public safety concerns. This is because a number of people have tried to hike out to the bus and either needed to be rescued or simply did not survive.
Guess not!
I thought it'd be fun to share these movies that are perfect for your next RVing or road trip. Because in last week's video, I showed you how easy it is to watch movies and also YouTube videos on your devices or the TV in your RV without Wi-Fi or cell signal. In case you missed that video, I'll leave a link to it in the video description below so you can watch movies on the go. This movie is narrated by Morgan Freeman and it touched me in so many ways. March of the Penguins is an unforgettable documentary that shows how penguins make their annual trek from the Antarctic shore during very extreme conditions. It's simply amazing to me how magical nature really is. I think sometimes we don't appreciate the struggles of nature, and this was definitely an eye-opener. Talk about an incredible journey. And in the harshest place on earth, love finds a way. Warning, there were some tears shed when I watched this movie, and I encourage you to watch it too. Is it just me, or are good movies few and far between today? That's why I want to know your favorite movie. Share it with me in the comments section below so I have good movies to watch on my next RV camping trip. Up next is A Walk in the Woods. This is a movie based on a true story about Bill Bryson, and it stars Robert Redford and Nick Nolte. At age 60, they decide they're going to hike over 2,000 miles along the Appalachian Trail, and they encounter some crazy characters along the way. I have to admit, I'd love to hike the Appalachian Trail or another one. After watching this adventure comedy, maybe I'm not too old to attempt it. What do you think? Here's some good trivia for you. The Appalachian Trail runs from Georgia to Maine and is over 2,200 miles long and passes through 14 states. The RV Nomads Movie is a documentary that explores the full-time RV movement.
Life is a miracle and a gift. Those who know this and accept the challenge to be truly free have epic stories to tell. We're RV Nomads, and we want to share our journey with you. So we decided to make a movie.
I would say we were absolutely pursuing what we thought the American dream was. Buy a house, go to school, get a degree. I was in school at the time for web and graphic design. We were at a crossroads. Our business that we had been running and started for 9 years that we're very passionate about was beginning to fail because our hearts weren't in it anymore.
I felt like I was in control, like I felt like I knew what was going on. Simultaneously, I was extremely upset about my life. I felt entirely unfulfilled. I felt extremely, like, just above depressed.
Morning. How are you?
Good. How was your hike?
Awesome. We were renting a cute little house on a river in Austin, and the rental payment on that was such that our business couldn't fail. Looking back on it now, it's just crazy. We could not fill up that house unless we just worked like maniacs. And for what?
You'll enjoy this movie, whether you're considering going full-time in an RV or not. I hope to become a full-time RVer someday, so this movie was very interesting to me. As I mentioned in my previous video, I show you how to watch movies offline, but also YouTube videos offline. And I'll leave a link to that video right up here and in the video description below. So I'll see you over in that video next.